You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Getting closer to the new year. Woohoo! Get through all this crazy times and get back to getting stuff done. And what's next year going to be like? Is it going to be different for you? Are you going to go off on your passion? If you talk to me and spend any time with me, you'll know that I'm all about living your passion and doing the things you love, do what makes your heart sing, and getting paid for it. Some people miss that equation. Like, hey, I'm doing what I love. Why can't I make any money? It happens. And you got to think about it differently. We'll chat about that today because the passion could be getting away your pocketbook. We don't want that to happen, do we? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive and practical thing you need every single day. It's not perfect, but the stuff we talk about is perfect. Or as my grandma from Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania used to say, it's pretty near perfect. It's true, though, when you think about it. There's not much in this world that hasn't been figured out. If you'll just do what you know to do, assuming you know, and if not, you have to learn that. But so many times I chat with people and I say, go do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that makes sense. I've heard that works. Great. Go do it. Next week, what'd you do? Nothing. Why? I get a little It's so easy if you just do it. So if I had a dream for you for the coming year would be that you would figure out exactly what you want and figure out those 2 or 3 steps it takes to get there and then go do it. Can you do that for me? I bet you can. Passion sometimes gets in the way of money, okay? It does. So a friend sent me a note one time. It's just really recent, actually, a couple of months back. And the subject was kind of profound for me. It very, very much resonated with me because he said, what's more important, Scott? Passion or money? Well, I guess this is a trick question. Are you testing me? Seeing what I think, what I know? And like I said, any person who knows me will know that I will tell you it really all the time that I'm going to do what makes my heart sing. Does it always work out for me perfectly? Hell no. A lot of challenges sometimes because, listen, society is kind of made up of folks that don't do that. They just get out of bed, go work for 20 or 30 years at a job, commuting an hour a day, living 2 hours away from home sometimes just to afford the house. Knowing they'll go do their passion someday when they're 65 if they're still healthy. I never made that choice. Every single day. So it's got challenges to it, but we can make it work, and you can too. So you know what they say, right? If you do what you love, the money will follow, right? You've heard that how many times? Now just count real quickly. You've heard it a bunch. You've probably also heard, hey, if you do what you love, you'll never work another day in your life. First off, on the first one, if you do what you love, the money ain't guaranteed to follow. Fair? Not even going to talk to that. If you do what you love, will you never work another day in your life? Nope. That's I'll say it. It's a lie. You'll work more than you've ever worked ever in your life, but you'll love every minute of it. Now imagine you could work harder than you've ever worked in your life, love every single minute of it, and get paid. You've probably heard a version of those two things most of your life, haven't you? I also bet that you have personal experience that tells you otherwise. And there are millions of starving artists. There are writers or actors or other creative types, all kinds of people, and not even creatives, just everybody who would agree with your observation. So that list should include, by the way, stay-at-home moms, dads, school teachers, police officers, first responders, many, many more. Doing what they love. Is the money following? Not always. I'm not going to go into any politics with that. Just going to say it is what it is, okay? Now, I believe there is no happier life than living a passionate life, and it comes in lots of different ways. A lot of folks get up and go to the job every single day perfectly happy and have things to do in the nights and the weekends of really fulfilling life. But some people just want more. They want to be in it all the time. And I also believe that everybody has different monetary requirements that make them happy. Some people just barely paying the bills. Cool. I'm doing what I want to do all day. Others are no way. I'm not going to. I'm somewhere in between, to be honest with you. Somewhere in between. So I know that on our quest to live passion, we may want to live a prosperous life as well, but it also gets in the way of that life. So if you desire to do what makes your heart sing and live a happy, prosperous life, I think there are a couple things to remember. We'll break it down to the very simple here for you, because this is one of these things. I mean, I live and breathe by people who get on the phone with me and they've been doing the thing their entire life, the job, the job, and it's time to change. And they may have golden handcuffs or they may be scared, but I know they want to do what makes their heart sing. And it's very, very difficult to make that choice to go do that. So a couple things to remember here just to kind of set the stage for you as we roll through this. Number one, focusing entirely on your passion at the expense of other and more routine aspects of your life will eventually cause a little bit of an issue for you, maybe a big issue. And it will eventually stop you from living your passion. Did you hear what I said? Life's going to get in the way. Hear this all the time. So I just want to be real this time of year as you go into, making your goals and maybe your resolutions this coming year, a couple days from now, that I want you to get out there and live fully in what you love to do. I want you to explore that and go for that, but I want you to pay attention to what's going on around you. The bills got to get paid, right? Relationships have to be taken care of. All that has to happen. You got to balance. I know you don't want to, some kids. No, Scott, I just want to go. Let me do my thing. When it all falls apart, and when it all falls apart, then you don't get what you wanted to begin with. The passion goes away and you end up not doing it. So we don't want to do that. We're going to make sure that we don't completely focus on just that one thing, but we cover the other stuff as well. And number two, focusing exclusively on the money and other routine aspects of life is going to cause you to postpone what you're passionate about, maybe forever. So you see kind of the yin and yang of this, right? So a lot of folks come into the game and they say, hey, I just want a passion. That's it. I'm just going to do what I love to do. I don't care, Scott. It doesn't matter. And I will tell you, always, 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 and it happened in my Face Your Passion program. It's happened tens of thousands of times that if people do not build the right foundation and the bridge to get where they want to go, they inevitably end up back where they started. Always happens. So I want you to be very solid before you go do that. And how you get there, I'll leave that up to you. And secondly, if you're a money person, think you're going to just make tons and tons of money, then one day you're going to shift gears and just play. Your routine, your habits, your mindset, all those neuro associations inside your head. Do you think one day, after 30 or 40 years of making all the money in the world, that you're going to flip the switch and just go lay on the beach? Not likely. So again, with this program, we like to be motivating, positive, upbeat, but very practical, like to get right down to it. I see it too many times. I see dreams crash, but people don't open their eyes. Yeah, you can dream with your eyes open. You can. Now, some are going to disagree with this. They are. But my experience, my Scott logic has taught me something. Life is long. It is impossible to focus on one thing without covering everything else at the same time. You got to focus and keep an eye on what's going on around you. If you just get too focused, forgetting everything else, it's a recipe for disaster and frustration. And now, just for a minute, as I talk to you about this, and what I turned out to be a very real conversation, if you will listen back to yourself, think in your head right now and roll back in time when you've done that. When you just went all in and didn't pay attention to the other stuff. What happened? Sometimes it worked, but most times it worked because you had things in place to support you. Or somebody else did it for you, didn't they? So there is an equation for this. You ready for it? Here it is. Passion plus reality plus discipline equals everything you want. Passion plus reality plus discipline, everything you want. Like it or not, when you obsess and demand that you do what you love, accept the reality at the cost of real life, and discipline yourself to strike a balance, you will get everything you want. Just keep adding to that list. Otherwise, hit or miss. We don't want that. We want you to have everything, and you can get it starting right this minute. Passion plus reality plus discipline equals everything you want. See you tomorrow.